Hello, classmates and teacher. I hope you're very well. I greet you all. I am Jose de Jesus Ramos Flores, a student of the English teaching degree. In this final project, I will synthetically describe each of the models and topics that I learned during this 4-month period of the English language and culture subject. It is important to point out that the English language personally is very important for me, and that language currently has more demand for study and speak because at a social and a cultural level this language is very extensive, and today it's the most widely spoken language worldwide. Then I will explain what I did in each of the models and the activities assigned by the teacher. In Model 1, perform the following activities. 1.1 Previous activity. How language evolved. 1.2 Where did English come from? 1.3 The Indo-European languages. 1.4 History of English. 1.5 Activity periods in the development of English. These topics of Module 1 were very important for me since I learned and knew it that the English language comes from the German family. This language is also related by the Germanic, French, Spanish, Latin, and Indo-European languages. It's important to highlight the periods of the English language: Old English, Middle English, Early Modern English, Late Modern English. In these periods, there was a great diversity of favorable events that impact and project this language, English. In Module 2, perform the following activities. Advanced Forum 2.1 Preliminary Activity Lost in Translation. Advanced Forum 2.2 Activity English Language Functions. Advanced Forum 2.3 Activity English and Englishes. Activity 2.4 Lifestyles and Culture. 2.5 Integrative Activity Social and Cultural Values. These topics of the Model 2 were very important for me since I learned with the rest of my classmates based on their opinions within the forums and on specific topics such as Activity 2.1 Lost in Translation. In this topic, I learned that if people learn another language without realizing it, they also learn a new way of seeing the world, since they know different language environments such as cultures, customs, and ideologies of each country. Activity 2.2 English Language Functions. In this topic, I learned that language functions require a certain grammar. There are three main functions of language: informative, expressive, and directive. Activity 2.3 English and English. On this topic, I learned that English is shared by people who belong to many different cultural traditions. As we learn a language, it is important and essential because we adapt to that culture. Activity 2.4, Lifestyles and Culture. In this topic, I learned that the culture in the teaching of foreign language, its objective is to sensitize students about language in general, provide them with the necessary skills to communicate, as well as it is important to emphasize that foreign students should create a concept or ideology about culture and language. Activity 2.5, Social and Cultural Values. In this topic, I learned that it's important to know the social, cultural environment and know the learning that a teacher must take into account to teach their students in a correct and adequate way, all with a common purpose that the student acquires greater learning and exploits his abilities to the fullest. Conclusion. It's important to conclude that these topics that I learned are of great importance to me because they have helped me develop and know more concepts about the language and culture of English. I have also received and acquired more tools that I will use in the future as an English teacher to implement them in the classroom. Thank you very much.